Hello, world. There are two steps or two enlightenments, I want to say, in this journey. Okay, my experience. I remember years ago, 15, almost 20 years ago, but the movie The Secrets with Rhonda Byrne, it came out in 2006, I think. And maybe shortly after that, I seen the movie. But it was like, now when I think about it, it was like that introduction to enlightenment. They talked about the laws of attraction, and it was real big on the laws of attraction. But even though I had got into it, I was writing in a journey. This was 15, 16 years ago. I got to that point, but I fell back into the old way of doing things, the old emotions, and I drew away from it. Okay, years go by, and 3 years ago, well, no, not even 3 years ago, maybe two and a half, I get another awakening. But this one is something serious. This one really had me like going. Like I was really like woke up. I really woke up this time. And it was it's one thing to have that epiphany or that feeling like something is different about this world. There's more to life than what I'm doing or experiencing. That's how I felt this time around. Like there is more to this world than what I've been told. Everything is backwards. This is not the way it goes. We're not supposed to live our lives worrying, stress, having all this anxiety and depression. Something ain't right. And then you get to that point, and then you hold to this point. So that point is like the beginning to the awakening process. And then you're like, okay, I'm tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to the universe in a way. And now I just have to hold and know that my feeling, my gut feeling, my intuition is telling me. So you can't like go back to these old thought patterns, old ways, regardless of what's happening in your current reality. You have to hold strong and believe and trust your gut feeling that is leading and guiding you on this specific journey. And then the second part, when you know you really tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to the universe, the universal frequency, is when the angel numbers start coming. It's gonna be like faint at first. Like you're gonna start seeing 111. Look at the clock, it's 11:11. And then you might start seeing the twos and the threes. But it's like levels to it. Like, okay, I was awoken. I know and feel that there's something weird going on. There's something different about this world I'm living in. Now I've raised my vibration to this different frequency. Now I'm starting to recognize these angel numbers, that's always been there, you know. But I'm at a different vibration to recognize them and use them to guide me on my journey. So that's why I'm saying it's like two enlightenments in a way. But a lot of times we have that feel. A lot of times we have that intuitive nudge, and then we override it with our influences, people, our current situation, and we dive right back into it. It was like, it was a high tide, then it dropped back into a low tide. Like, it was my chance, but I might ignored it because people are saying, man, that's a bunch of bullshit. You better believe in God. You know, it's a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? And we kind of tend to go back to this old frequency. But it was almost like when you have that awakening, that first awakening is like, okay, here's my chance to go through these gates, to go through this portal, to go through this other side, to experience the new world in a way. So when you hold to that and you trust that you're on the right path, then a lot more things open up. Then you start having these synchronicities a lot. Oh my God. I really didn't mean to say that, but you start having these synchronicities, and not just with the numbers. Everything becomes a synchronicity, but it feels like coincidence. Like, what? Because you're tapping in to this different frequency. So be aware that if you are like getting into this journey and you feel like it's something weird going on, and there's something different about this world that I'm not experiencing, then hold to that feeling and keep going, because you're on the right path. You wasn't guided this way for nothing. There's no coincidences in this world, man. And I had to realize that for real. Like, everything is happening for a reason. And it's a reason that you've woken up. So keep going. Understand that the universe is putting you on this journey for a reason. So yeah, it's two, in my experience, it's two awakenings. One, when you first know, and then you hold on to it and you keep doing the work, and then the synchronicities parts, that's the second one. And it's almost like, okay, I held on, I'm starting to see the synchronicities numbers, I'm starting to experience different things. I got it. Okay, I'm locked in, because now I'm tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to the universe. So don't give up on your first awakening. It's like part one and part two. Hello, world.